This is the future.
If you really want to earn those big-time platinum earnings in Warframe, then selling Riven is the way to go. However, it's not that easy though. As first, you will need to know what Rivens are the hottest, where to get kuva fast, and all those details that will dispose your Riven as fast as possible for fast profit. This video will help you, but I'm using some old school references here, but I assure you that it still works up to this day. If you have something to add, feel free to write your suggestions in the comment section below. So where do you get Riven mods? First, you get it from Paladino, a character in Iron Wake, who can transmute 10 Riven Sliver into a Veiled Riven mod. Twice per week. Iron Wake is only accessible after completion of the Chains of Harrow quest, by the way, and Riven Sliver drops from Eximus units. If you are doing a lot of Steel Path levels, then you probably won't worry about Riven Slivers. It so happens that doing Steel Path also will reward Riven mods. The Steel Path rotating offerings will have Riven mod, but it doesn't include pistol and melee Riven mods, sadly. You can get one also from Sortie, but the chances are pretty slim. However, you can still try your luck since Sortie is a weekly mission anyway. The same goes with Archon hunts, and honestly, I got more chances of dropping Riven mods in Archon hunts right now compared to Sortie, but that is purely based on luck though, and you might have a different experience. You can also purchase from Acrithis' shop for 15 Pathos clamps. That vendor you spot in Duviri after you have finished the Oroim fight, or present also as a hologram in your dormizone. She can sell any Riven mods, and it resets every Sunday, and if you have time to at least do 2 Oroim fights in a week, then you can get Riven mods from this vendor. Others are rewarded through night waves, events, and even Twitch drops sometimes. If you ask me, the Duviri vendor is a surefire way of at least getting a good Riven, as it can actually be any Riven and not limited. Aside from that, you can also purchase a specific Riven mod from other players, then re-roll it for kuva and resell it again. But that's if you have the platinum though, and what I'm basically doing right now. Now, kuva is the resource you need to upgrade your Riven mod and re-roll to then get the best stats for it. The primary method for acquiring kuva is through kuva siphon missions, of which there are 2 types available: the regular kuva siphon, which is mission level 25 to 35, and the kuva flood, which is mission level 80 to 100. Successfully destroying one kuva siphon will grant around 550 to 700, while the kuva flood will award 1100 to 1400. Also, kuva survival on Tavuni, Kuva Fortress rewards 200 for converting a life support capsule into a kuva harvester and then defending it. These is the manual grind for kuva, and you can do this early if you don't have access to other things such as Steel Path, but don't overdo it as you will definitely burn out. What I tend to do now is avoid the manual grind and just farm kuva passively from the missions I am doing right now. You can get some kuva from Paladino also with your Riven Sliver. You can also get kuva from Archimedion by exchanging Void Plume Pinions. Also, you can get it from Teshin in his Steel Honors shop. You can also get it from the Duviri vendor in your dormizone. Right now, I'm doing the Zaraman bounties, the Steel Path Conjunction Survival, some Duviri Paradox mission weekly, and these rewards me with kuva every week without the manual grind from kuva missions or the kuva survival. This is why I always advise those new players to just progress and have fun before starting to farm for platinum, as you will definitely get burnout with the manual grind. The best way to earn platinum to buy your needed stuff for progression is just through running Void Fisher missions and selling those prime parts. Also, collecting endo, getting prime mods and then selling it to other players is also a good way to get platinum. Riven mod farming and selling it to other players is at the late part of the game, wherein you have access to almost all the missions, which you can easily get Riven mods and kuva. This is why I call it the major leagues of platinum farming. It gives you the highest possible platinum in one transaction, but it's not for newbies. If you are in the major leagues already, then you should know already about Warframe.market, Semler.com, and Riven.market. These websites will help you in your Riven selling ventures. You can sell your Riven mods or hunt for lower price Rivens that you can buy and re-roll at Riven.market or at Warframe.market. These 2 websites are the best when it comes to selling your Rivens. Of course, there's also the in-game trade chat wherein you can sell Riven mods, and honestly, Riven mods are the most active items right now in the trade chat. Basically, the choice is yours whether you want to use the Riven websites to sell your Riven mods and just wait for a player to message you in game. Or, you can sell it through the in-game trade chat if you happen to have time in looking at your screen all day and advertising your Riven mod. So what is basically a god roll Riven mod? The best way is to check out the Riven mods that other players are selling. You will get a baseline on what stats are commonly being sold for high price in a specific Riven mod. You can do it in the trade chat, or you can use both Warframe.market and Riven.market to see the most popular stats of a Riven mod for a specific weapon. Also, you should take note that all Riven mods can be sold if they have a great stat roll on it. A one-of-a-kind Riven mod for a specific weapon, that is. A good example would be rolling a Riven for both vanilla Archiplasma and tenet Archiplasma with critical chance, critical damage, or even multi-shot. Any of the 4 positive stats could be in the Riven mod, and then you luckily rolled something that has negative impact percentage. Now, this is called one-of-a-kind Riven since you have all the positive stats that will increase the damage of Archiplasma, and the negative impact doesn't even exist with the tenet Archiplasma, which means you have rolled a great Riven mod with all positive and non-existing negative. The same goes with melee Riven mods. The most usual stats honestly are critical chance, critical damage, or damage, and even elemental damage, and negative stats could range to negative puncture, negative impact, or even negative critical chance while sliding. Getting a negative impact or puncture will not hurt your melee unless you are stacking a lot of damage for condition overload setup. However, it's not even that problematic since we also got primer guns to proc multiple status. Right now, even sentinels can do that, so there's no problem rolling a negative puncture or impact Riven. The same goes with negative critical chance while sliding, as maiming strike builds are now dead. So, if you happen to have positive stats, and rolled a negative stat like what I have mentioned, then that is eventually a good Riven to sell to other players. Like I have said, these are called one-of-a-kind Riven mods or god roll Rivens for a specific weapon. However, there's a possibility that popular Riven mods would sell faster than these one-of-a-kind Riven mods. Right now, you can check Semler.com to check out those popular Rivens. So far, Glaive, Dorid and Rubico Riven are the most popular Riven mods, and these can be disposed out of your inventory quicker than your one-of-a-kind Riven. These are meta right now, and as you can see, even if Glaive Riven mod has low Riven disposition, it still sells a lot of platinum and by far has the highest price in the market right now. If you happen to have these Riven mods in your inventory now, then try to roll them with good stats and sell them to other players. Remember, don't be greedy on the prices and check what is the average price players are selling Riven mods. One last thing before I forget is that you should equip the Riven mod to view its challenge, complete the challenge, and unveil the Riven mod. Or, if you are too lazy, then there is always the Riven cipher in the steel path that unveils your Riven mod in one click. The main reason why Riven mods in the game sells a lot of platinum is number 1, it takes a lot of luck to roll a good stat in your Riven mod. Number 2, it also takes luck to get a Riven mod or hard work to farm it. Number 3, it takes a lot of effort to farm the resources to re-roll a Riven mod. Again, Riven mods are major leagues, so I think it's worth the 1000 platinum price for all your hard work getting that Riven mod. I hope that you have learned something from this video. Please give your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.